best. Lifetime Awnings is veteran-owned and operated with a 10% discount to all military veterans and their families. Lifetime Awnings, 724-554-6067. Call for a no-cost or obligation home consultation or email John, the owner, at lifetimeawningsusa@gmail.com.
And it's 11:15 on this Friday morning. Time for Locally Yours. And Kendra with us here as always from the Be Local Network. Kendra, good to see you again today.
Good to be here, TJ. Thank you so much.
Always welcome. And you have a special guest with you this week.
I do. I have one of our members. I have Greg N. Cardona, and he is with Motto Mortgage Keystone, a 2-year member they have been, which we are very thankful and excited about. And welcome, Greg.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And you know, one of the great benefits of becoming a Be Local Network member is that you get to come here and sit right beside me, be my guest. And on Fridays here on WMBS, they do our Locally Yours program for us, and WMBS is one of our media sponsors, which we also appreciate. And so it's a great benefit to become a Be Local Network member, to come here and talk about your business, the thing that you know best. So welcome, Greg. And like I said, you are a 2-year Be Local Network member with us. We appreciate that. We thank you for that, to help, spread the word out there that investing and shopping and being local with your local community and businesses is very important for our economic stability with our different communities and neighborhoods. So welcome, and why don't you tell us a little bit about your business and what you do?
Hi. Okay, so Motto Mortgage Keystone. Our name kind of sounds what I do.
Right.
I also say people typically don't want to hear and talk about a mortgage very often. They want the house, but they don't want the mortgage.
Right.
So sometimes it's hard to get people to listen to what we have to say. So again, thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
The Be Local part is very easy for me. I'm a big supporter of work, live, play in the same area.
Yeah.
I'm part of the Ignite Business Center there in Washington. That's where I met you originally. Mm-hmm. And I joined that because it was a local place, and there's a lot of small businesses in that community at the Ignite Business Center. And I just like being around small business people. Mm-hmm. I grew up, my dad was a small business owner. Something that I always wanted to do is be a small business owner, and I like to support small businesses. So it was easy to say yes whenever you approach me. Sure.
Great. We appreciate it.
Yeah. So the mortgage business, how I got into it might be a long story. I don't know how much time we got, but I think what I bring unique to the mortgage business is I come from a hospitality background. Small known fact, I did an internship at Walt Disney World when I was in college, and I still use a lot of things that I learned there.
Right.
But the biggest thing was hospitality, make people feel welcome, make people that have spent a lifetime saving money to get there maybe. Now I'm working with people maybe saving a lifetime to buy the American dream.
Right.
It still is the American dream. It's one of the things that make us unique is home ownership.
Right.
And sometimes we forget that because so many people do own homes, but that's exciting for me to have first-time home buyers are probably my favorite people to work with because of the excitement, because of the unknown. So I really enjoy working with first-time home buyers because of that excitement.
Nice.
And there's a lot of different programs for first-time home buyers, so that's where my expertise might come in to be able to help them.
But, good.
Again, this is a very emotional business for people.
Yeah.
So I try very hard to make sure they understand it, make sure they're comfortable with it. It's their money. They need to know where it's going.
Right. It's important, for them to understand the ins and outs and the whole picture of having a mortgage and what that means and, purchasing that home.
I wish real life was taught maybe in high school and taught again in college.
I agree.
Everything from mortgage to insurance to life insurance to investments to car insurance.
Credit scores.
Yeah, there should be a class. There should be a couple classes for it, but that's probably another topic.
Yeah.
Right?
But I agree totally. It's because it's important and, to realize that later in your pre-adulthood is like a shock to some people,
Sometimes it's too late. By the time you're looking for the house, one of the biggest things I see, and this gets people very frustrated, is they have no credit. So they're paying cash, they're being financially fit, but no credit.
Right.
And now they want to buy something like a house no credit doesn't
where you
work.
have to have credit.
Yeah, no credit works.
Yeah.
So being financially fit and having good, responsible credit
Right.
is a combination that people need to know about.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with that. Yeah, so I mean, that's something that is important, and you being aware of that and letting people know that. That's great.
Yeah.
So you said you had the office at Ignite. Why don't you give everybody that address and maybe like your phone number, or website, and all of those things if they are looking to, get a mortgage, refinance, whatever.
Sure. Thank you. It's 57 East Chestnut Street, Washington, PA. My direct phone number is 412-334-4504. And my website is www.mottomortgagekeystone.com.
Great. And I was taking a look at your website. It's it's interesting. I already have a house. I already had a mortgage. I'm done with that.
See, you didn't want the mortgage. See,
but like I was just checking out your website, and I was telling you earlier how you have this frequently asked questions, which I love because first-time home owners and just even people who are wanting to refinance or do whatever, there's a lot of questions, and you don't have all the answers, or you don't know what the questions are. You don't know what questions to ask. So frequently asked questions, I love that. And the answers, you have great answers to them. And so, you have to go and check out his website, even for that fact, just to get that knowledge, So that it's important, even like one of the things are, what are the documents that I need to prepare for a loan application? There's a great big list like that you don't think about, you're like, here I am, I want to buy this house. What do I do? And then it's sprung on you like, well, you need this. And you're like, oh, okay. So,
and that's because, again, most people's biggest purchase until they get to me is a car.
Right.
So and I use a similarity to it. So you look for a car, what color you want, what style you want,
Right.
what monthly payment you want, and then you go shop for the car.
Right.
You negotiate a little bit, you find the car, they ask you how much you make, they go in the back, pull your credit, come out, and you give them one check and drive away in your car.
Right.
Right? So, hey, that was scary, but not so bad.
Right.
Then when it comes time for a house, the biggest difference is we ask you what you make, then you have to prove it to us.
Yeah.
We review your credit and then ask a lot of questions about the credit.
Yeah.
And then you need to collect all those documents. We need to verify your work employment and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So the process, that's why typically when you find a house, you're signing a contract for 30 days before you can move in, because that's when our work really
All the
starts.
things all the
things we
boxes
have
need
to
checked.
collect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, with that said, this is something that's new to the mortgage industry, probably, that most people aren't aware of. Our average clear to close, which are the magic words in the mortgage industry, mean that we're not going to ask any more questions and everything is verified, is 15.3 days right now.
Oh.
So we can clear someone for a house in less than a month's time now.
Oh, wow.
So because of electronics, because of the processing, because most of the stuff is out there that's needed on the internet, you just have to permit us to go out and get it. and then after that, it kind of moves pretty quickly from there.
Yeah, because it used to be much longer than that.
You don't have to move in 15 days, but I always say it's nice to have it done and you could pack
And
now.
know that you're good. Yeah, this is yours now.
Yeah, the worst part and the stress factor is when you're still packing. You're not sure if you're buying a house yet. Everybody's experienced that. I need my clear to close. And we're closing Friday, and it's Thursday, and we're not ready yet. So
so you can have all those plans made.
Again, back to the emotion part of it.
Yes. So, what else? You were talking about different things that maybe we don't know that's different in the mortgage business now with the earlier closings, less time. Is there anything else that's going on that maybe is different from years past?
I think probably one of the biggest misconceptions still is I need to save 20% to put down on a house. I currently have loans right now that are 1% down payment.
Oh.
And it's conventional loan. It's not a grant. It's not a payback.
Okay.
2% of that loan amount is given to you free. It's based on income. That's all it is. As long as you meet 80% of the median income, then you actually can qualify for that money up to $7,000. So that's a $350,000 loan. There's up to $7,000 that's basic free money for you to use for a
Okay.
down payment. I think the other thing that biggest misconception probably FHA is not first-time homebuyer.
Oh, okay.
FHA loan is Federal Housing Administration, so there are some guidelines and differences for FHA loans, but they typically have better interest rates, cannot be an investment property, so you have to live in the property, and you
Okay.
can only have one at a time. You
Oh,
can't have
okay.
two FHA loans, so if you're
Okay.
somebody that has multiple properties, you can only have one of them that's FHA loan. So those are some of the misconceptions.
No, those are important. Yeah, I didn't know either one of those. Always thinking you need that big
Yeah.
chunk of money to put down, and yeah, the FHA. That's a good.
And then VA loans.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that's a vet deserves the benefits that you earned.
Right.
Serving the country,
Absolutely.
and it's a zero down program, but that doesn't mean no money.
Okay.
Because of the closing costs that I
Right,
mentioned.
right,
So a little
yeah.
bit depends on where you're buying, what those costs are, because the taxes are different.
Okay.
There's something called a transfer tax and stuff like that that's unique to different areas. So you still got to check and make sure, what
That's gonna
costs
work.
I need,
Yeah.
what money out of pocket. I call it grocery money. What grocery money am I going to need
Right.
to buy the house?
You don't need a
But-
down payment, but you do need something.
Yeah,
to
different
make
than the
that-
car, like I said.
Right.
See, the
right.
car lets you roll all that into the loan.
Yes.
That's why your car payment is typically higher. It's not because the cost of the car. It's because they put
Oh, the
taxes tight.
extras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to do that when you buy a house.
Okay.
Somebody has to pay them.
Okay.
It's typically the buyer. And I
Okay.
say somebody because you can negotiate that with the seller of the house.
Oh, okay.
You are allowed to have the seller of the house help you with closing costs, but that has to be agreed upon at the contract. Yeah.
before all this happens. So there's so many things. You can do it this way, or you can do it this way, or there's this loan and that loan. So having somebody like you to first know all of that knowledge, and then explain it, and then help out with the home buyer and seller getting all of the things is very important. So what you do is like you have no notes. You're just saying these things, So you're very knowledgeable, which is important when you're looking for someone in the mortgage business to, you ask a question and you have the answer. So
Thank you.
that's really important.
I show my age a lot, but I've been doing this since 1995. I've been doing it before credit score was even a thing.
Yeah.
And I actually firmly believe that a mortgage is a financial tool, not a debt.
Okay.
Let me say that again.
Yeah,
A mortgage is a
a
financial
financial
tool, not a debt.
Okay. What do you mean by that?
What I mean by that is you don't have to save $200,000 to buy a $200,000 house.
Okay.
So I can use the financial tool to help me buy it. And when everybody always asks, the first question is, what are rates?
Okay.
And that's the one thing I can't control because that's marketplace driven. And when we hear about interest rates being high or I should wait to buy, what the news doesn't tell us and what people forget is you're buying an appreciating asset. So when I buy a $200,000 house, my $200,000 house is appreciating every year
Okay.
by average 4% in Western Pennsylvania.
Okay.
So you can do the math. 4%, 4%, 4%, 4%.
Right.
Even if I borrowed 100% of the, and I had an 8% mortgage, I'm just going to go to the extreme. I can
Okay.
show you how buying a house will create wealth for you within a 3 to 5 year period of time because of that appreciation.
Oh, wow.
So that's a financial tool, right? If
Yes,
I'm using
yeah.
it to help myself create wealth, it's a financial tool.
Right. An investment that
It's an investment in
going
yourself.
to pay
yeah.
off.
It- In the since 1950, I could have brought this, 'cause I don't know this exactly, but since 1950, there's only been 6 years in American history where appreciation has been a negative number.
Oh, wow.
So when you're talking about a pretty secure investment,
Yes.
it's buying a house.
Yeah. Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah. I can maybe get that to you and you can share it. It's a pretty
yeah.
neat chart. But
Wow. That is interesting and a good thing to know when you're thinking about should I buy a house, should I rent, should I, what to do. It's a big decision, but to know those facts, that it's almost a guaranteed, investment, appreciation investment.
Hey, you
So,
bring up something
good to
too.
know.
I have a rent to own calculator, rent
Oh,
or
okay.
buy calculator. So we put in what you're paying rent, what the house that you want to buy, what it's worth, what it'll look like 4 or 5 years from now. So how much you spend on rent to how much you spend on your mortgage payment and
yeah.
what depreciation is going to do. So it's a neat graph that
yeah.
is usable.
So-
some people like math, some people don't. I can get deep into the math if people want it, but
Yeah, some people are like, just do it. Just
what's my
work the
payment?
numbers. Yeah.
What's my payment?
I think it's interesting. I like like you're doing this, you're putting this, and especially with the rent, when you're renting, and a lot of people say, why are you renting? You're wasting your money. So maybe that calculator shows what, if you were putting your rent into a mortgage, what you can actually get out of it in years to come.
Yeah, and there's reason. Sometimes there is a reason to rent.
Right.
And sometimes the thing is, while you're renting, let's get you prepared to buy.
Right.
I can have anybody ready to buy a house in a year's time. Bad credit, good credit.
Yeah.
Because there are certain things you should know that we talked about weren't taught.
Yeah.
And if I can teach you that and you can do it
Yeah.
and
Within
do
a
it for a
time.
year,
Yeah.
then you'll be ready to buy a house. So
Yeah.
it's not everybody's ready right now.
Right.
And, maybe you don't have to wait to call until you're thinking about buying a house. If you're going to buy a house the next year, it's probably the right time to still talk to somebody.
Yeah, to get prepared.
Yep.
Yeah, great. So Motto Mortgage Keystone, that's his business. And so you were telling me a little bit earlier that you were in the mortgage business and then you were out of it and then back in. Tell me about that.
So I got in the mortgage business early and I worked for a couple other people. I opened my own mortgage broker shop in 2001. Actually, very good times. I remember I was excited because the interest rate dropped to 7% at that time. So people were worried about what they are now, but that was an exciting time. Well, the mortgage mess that happened in 8, 9, and 10 put me out of business.
Yeah.
And when I look back, I wondered why I was out of business. And it's because I didn't do FHA loans, probably.
Okay.
They kind of supported the industry for a couple years while the conventional and the banking world was struggling. The FHA loans kind of come in and filled.
It helped
So
boost it a little
yeah,
bit.
I moved off into the financial world. I worked and sold financial products and insurances and investments. Same type of customer, typically, right?
Yeah.
And then in 2017, someone called me out of the blue and actually wanted to open a mortgage office in Pittsburgh. And I asked, why me? I've been out of the business 8 or 9 years now. And they said, we've asked 3 or 4 people and your name keeps coming up. And so it got me interested, got me back in. Things were different. Licensure was different, which I really, really like. I like now that the mortgage business, you have to have a license, an individual license and an
okay.
office license.
Okay.
It wasn't like that earlier.
Oh,
I mean, it's
okay.
something I was actually fighting for way back then.
Yeah.
So it's very similar to a financial planner or an insurance person. You have to be licensed before you can offer the product.
Oh,
so again,
okay.
be careful who you're talking to, right?
Yes.
So I got back in 2017, got my feet wet, enjoyed it, and then the opportunity for Motto Mortgage Keystone come my way. And Motto Mortgage is a national franchise,
Okay.
but each one is independently owned and operated.
Oh, okay.
So what I like about that model is I can create my stuff that's appealing to Western Pennsylvania, but they handle my website, they handle my back office,
Oh,
they handle
okay.
my compliance and that kind of
But
stuff.
your
So
personal touches, you can make your own.
my personal touch, I'm allowed to do my own. My
Okay.
business model is probably not the same of any of the other 300 Motto offices
Right.
that are out there because they allow us to do that. As long as we're being compliant, then we can do things that others
that's
might not
good.
be doing. So
Yeah.
I work very closely with real estate agents. That's something that I didn't do in the past when my business went. I was more of a refinance shop. And
Okay.
so that I was more at the mercy of what interest rates were like. And now I like to partner with real estate agents. I like to help real estate agents grow their business while I'm trying to grow my business. There's always people that want to buy a home. So interest rates
Yeah.
don't affect the purchase side of things as much as the refinance business.
Oh, okay.
And so that's probably the best person for me to be talking to is someone in the real estate field, obviously.
With
So-
that collaboration.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's nice. That's
Yeah.
good. Another, local community type thing, collaborating with another business
Yeah.
owner. Well, we're going to take our first break, and we'll be right back with more Locally Yours on WMBS.
Help grow your community by keeping your dollars close and shopping local. With the Be Local card, you can enjoy discounts when shopping at locally owned businesses while giving back to your neighbors. Stop by the Herald Standard offices to pick up your free 2025 Be Local discount card to start saving today. Cards expire December 31st, 2025. For a complete listing of participating businesses and discounts offered, visit the Be Local website, belocal.net. To add your business to the Be Local network, contact the Herald Standard offices at 724-439-7500. That's 724-439-7500. Remember to pick up your free 2025 Be Local discount card. Start saving with Be Local. Visit belocal.net. That's belocal.net for more information and become a member today.
There's never been a better time to be a Herald Standard subscriber. The Subscriber Rewards program is free and exclusive to all Herald Standard subscribers, providing access to special coupon offers from national and local businesses in Fayette County. Reward yourself. Sign up online at heraldstandard.com/rewards.
WNBS.
All right, back on Locally Yours on this Friday. We have Kendra here and her guest Greg from Motto Mortgage Keystone.
Yes, Greg, like I said before, is a Be Local member. He has been for 2 years. So he's in the Be Local network. It's a network where we have locally owned businesses together. They buy into this network. It's very affordable, $175 for the entire year. And all you do as a business owner is offer a specific discount to for the public for Be Local discount card holders. And the Be Local discount card this year is free to the public. We decided to make these free so that we can get more out there in circulation. And we'll give this to you. We'll give it to anyone who wants a card. All we ask is that when you get this, you use it. On the back is a QR code that takes you right to belocal.net, the website, where there's a list of all the businesses in the network and how to get a hold of them, where they're located, what their discount is. And so, when you're planning products and services that you need to decide to do that with a local business. That's going to sustain our economic communities and neighborhoods, the economic situation for them. These local businesses also bring jobs to our areas. This is a regional program that we have, Washington County, Greene County, and Fayette County here in Uniontown. But we've also we're starting to expand it into the Morgantown area. So the Dominion Post is one of our sister papers that we have offered the Be Local network to that area and those readers. So we're 61 members, but I always want more members. I tell TJ that all the time. I want as many members as we can get to just build up this Be Local network, to get the word out there to the public how important it is to shop your local businesses, because that is what, again, sustains our towns, our communities, our neighborhoods, where we work, where we live, where we shop, and that's why we made this a regional program, to just get that outreach further out. So, we also have corporate sponsor, many different levels of that available, and media sponsors like WNBS here having this program for us, Locally Yours, on Fridays to spread the word about the Be Local network. So please, you can get in touch with me by calling 724-225-2073. You can also go on the belocal.net website. On the right-hand side of the homepage is the Contact Us form. Fill that out. If you have a local business and you want to become a member, if you want one of these Be Local discount cards, fill that out. Let me know what you need. If you have questions, those come right to me. If I do not answer the phone, please leave me a voicemail. I will get back to you so we can build up this network and just make people aware of how important it is to get your products and services from locally owned businesses.
Hey, look, I'm a mountaineer, so I'm going to that backyard brawl this year. You want me to pass out some of those
Heck
for you?
yeah.
We might be able to get rid of a lot of them down there. For you.
Good. And I'll tell you, since we made them free this year, we have a lot more out there. I'm getting, you can pick them up at the Uniontown Herald Standard paper office or the Washington Observer Reporter paper office, but then I've mailed so many of these out to people. So just this week, I've mailed out, I don't know, 5, just getting them out in the mail in the last few days. So we're getting them out there. We're getting people aware that, when you have a product or service that you need, you have a decision to make. Instead of going to the chain stores or the big box stores or some company that you don't even know anything about, look in your backyard. Look at your locally owned businesses and your professionals who are local to you and who really care about the products and services that they offer to you. So that's what we're doing with this Be Local network. And again, becoming a member, another great benefit is coming right here on Locally Yours on WMBS and talking about your business. So we have Greg here from Motto Mortgage Keystone, and we were talking all about some changes that have been happening in the mortgage industry and just all the things that people don't realize, and I don't know. I think everyone wants to buy a home at some point in their life. And so there are things that you need to know on how to do that. So you have some great
ask
insight.
questions. Ask questions
Yep.
and ask more than interest rate. That's
Right.
what I would say. That's the first question everybody asks.
Yes.
And I quite honestly just think it's a polite way to open up a conversation because we don't know what else to talk about.
Right. And
it's-
maybe they don't know the questions to ask. That's why I was saying your website with those frequently asked questions, some of those on there are like, oh yeah, I should probably ask that. I should probably know that. So it's great to have, all of those on there and the answers to, not just the questions, but the answers, because people don't realize all of the things that you do need to provide when you're trying to get a mortgage.
And I would say, look, be careful what's on the internet. There's a lot of good information out there, but there's a lot of information that's not personal enough
Right.
to what you need. And, probably one of the most rewarding things to me recently is doing mortgages for my kids' friends as they become adults.
Oh, yeah.
And my son said something to me a couple months ago that I'd done a loan for a few of his friends, and he said all of his friends called and thanked him for telling him to call me because
Yeah.
they go online, they start a process, they get frustrated with the process, they get confused by a process, but they think that's what they have to continue doing.
Right.
And then when they were telling him about buying a house, well, I'd give my dad a call. And so they were calling him to say thanks, which was kind of a rewarding
yeah.
situation. Not only
Absolutely,
kids
yeah.
that I seen do magic tricks in the basement to
Yeah.
growing up
To
to
buying a
adults
home.
to buying
Yeah.
a home, but it was kind of fun to be able to help them. That's
Oh,
probably
yeah.
some of the most rewarding things for me over the last couple of years.
Yeah, I can see that. And then we had talked before about you being involved in the community, and why don't you tell us a little bit about how you're involved in the community, and what that means to you?
It's very important to me. Growing up, again, I said my dad was self-employed. He was very active in the community. So I don't know if he told me to do it or if I just watched him do it. I know he was. I know he was very never a volunteer fireman, but I know that he was very active in that importance of the local borough and the firemen and stuff. So I guess it's just something that I grew up with. I think it's important because, again, live, shop, laugh, work. And I will tell a client that I meet on the phone for the first time, it's important to me that we do this the right way because there's a chance I'm going to meet you in the grocery store now, where someone online from Chicago is probably
You're never
never
gonna
going to
see,
see, and they
yeah.
don't really care if they make a mistake or not, or don't
Yeah.
really care if it was an enjoyable experience. They just want to get the process done.
And get it. Yeah,
And
it's
get
like
it finished.
you're like a number to them.
Yeah.
That you give that personal touch.
So I like being local for that reason. So I'm involved a lot locally because I also like to give back, but you can only do so much yourself. I'm very active with McMurray Rotary Club. And one thing I like about Rotary is 100% that's given is 100% given back. We keep nothing. Every dollar we raise for a nonprofit, we're giving away to other nonprofits, which is kind of unique when you think
Oh,
about
yeah,
it. It's a lot of
yeah.
nonprofits that are helping, raising money for themselves, but that's what I like about Rotary. So a lot of good people there worldwide. That's exciting for me. Very active with my chamber. I like chamber members because they're small business again.
Yes.
And we're out there on an island sometimes. When I say small business, I'm talking 4 or 5 employees, right?
Right.
I
Very small.
I don't
Yes.
have 50, 75 employees. And so when there's other businesses that are 4 or 5 employees, you need to have that sounding board. And
Yes.
it's not just mortgage or real estate. It's good to be
all
out
different
there.
kinds,
Yeah.
yes.
So you're mentioning support local, be local, find the local businesses. It's
Yes.
something that I'm always searching for. If I need something, I'm always looking to somebody that's a small business first.
Right.
Somebody that I might have met before. And a lot of my business comes from referrals, right? It's a lot of being in the community, letting people know
Getting
who I
out
am,
there,
what I
yes.
do. So I make sure that I'm trying to do that for others too.
Right.
I want to refer first. If you want to get referrals as a small business owner, try to refer first, and
Yes.
it'll come back to you. So
I believe that too.
that's why those organizations I enjoy, and I like doing that.
Yeah.
So it's part of my work day. It is work, but it's very enjoyable work.
Yes,
So-
it's rewarding too. Yes, I agree with that too. And just I talk about all the time how one small business collaborates with another small business, and there's not that competitive edge there. It's a true collaboration. You know, it's wanting to help each other out and wanting to let people know that that's what they're doing. You know, so yeah, I believe that too. And it's great that you're. In all of the different organizations and that you're in that also support the community, because you know that if that's not what we're doing, it's not going to work. You know, so
Yeah, I'm not a veteran, but I'm very active now with the Pittsburgh Veterans Day Parade Committee.
Oh, okay.
It's been 3 years now. I got called by a friend of mine, can you help with a fundraiser? Because he knows I do that stuff. Well, now 3 years later,
You're still
well,
doing
I'm
it.
still doing it. But
That's great.
I'm so impressed with the veterans in the community. It's
Yeah.
a pretty unique community. And like the first year, we honored World War II veterans, and it was hard to find them, obviously, because of their
Right.
age, and we had a special dinner for them. And then when they came and they started telling their stories, I mean, the hair still stands up on my arms when I think about, and
Yeah.
it kind of endeared me to that
Yeah.
community. So the more I can help there, it's just kind of another avenue that I'm running down. And it's funny, I'm noticing they're appreciating what I'm doing, and I think because I'm not a vet, but I'm still helping.
But you're still involved.
I'm still
yeah,
helping, so it's been a
yeah.
unique experience for me, but it's been fun. So.
Oh, good. Well, we're going to take our last break, and we'll be right back with more Locally Yours on WMBS.
Community by keeping your dollars close and shopping local. With the Be Local card, you can enjoy discounts when shopping at locally owned businesses while giving back to your neighbors. Stop by the Herald Standard offices to pick up your free 2025 Be Local discount card to start saving today. Cards expire December 31st, 2025. For a complete listing of participating businesses and discounts offered, visit the Be Local website, belocal.net. To add your business to the Be Local network, contact the Herald Standard offices at 724-439-7500. That's 724-439-7500. Remember to pick up your free 2025 Be Local discount card. Start saving with Be Local. Visit belocal.net. That's belocal.net for more information and become a member today.
The Herald Standard delivers news your way. Save up to 46% off newsstand prices with a home delivery subscription, including complete digital access. Monthly subscriptions starting as low as $8.99. Call 855-303-2661 or visit heraldstandard.com.
And back on Locally Yours on this Friday with Kendra and her guest Greg from Motto Mortgage Keystone.
Yes, and I just want to pump up one of our events that we're having, and while I won't be here next Friday for the show Locally Yours, is because we're having our last First Friday event in Washington, right across the street from the Observer Reporter newspaper office. It is the Pony League World Series First Friday. It's August 1st. It's Friday from 4 till 8 p.m. And we're going to have the team there. We're going to have the Washington Pony League World Series team there, and they are going to do a meet and greet. We'll also have the Pony Princesses, so come join us. We'll have a recognition time for them, and it's very exciting for them. They're going to be there. They're going to sign autographs. They're going to have pictures. It's a big deal, for them to have made this team, the Washington team. And we're going to have a lot of food trucks. We have 7 food trucks. We have 40 vendors. We have a car cruise also, so we're closing down the street. And we're going to have DJ Jam and Jody. We're going to have Machetta's Performing Arts dancers doing a lot of different routines for your enjoyment. So please come out. It's a Be Local event, and support our local vendors, and come out and support that local Washington Pony League World Series team, because they're excited. They're excited to come out and sign an autograph for you and get their picture taken and be recognized, because it's a big deal. Pony League has been in Washington for several years, and it's a big deal for Washington. And if you want to come out, again, August 1st, it's our Pony League World Series First Friday event next Friday from 4 to 8 p.m. at the Community Pavilion right there in Washington on Main Street, across from the Observer Reporter newspaper office. So
you're always doing something fun.
We are. We have at least one event a month, sometimes 2 or 3, which gets real busy, but you know what? We're doing it for the communities. We have Greene County events. We have Founding Day event we had here in Uniontown. So we're doing it all over for all of our different communities and neighborhoods, and just showcasing our local vendors and food trucks. You always have to have the food and and some music, and our DJ Jam and Jody is a local DJ from the Mon Valley. So we're trying to support all these people who are out there, also supporting us as a local newspaper, and just to spread the word that these people are out here. This is their living. This is what they're doing. Come out, and it's a good time too. So
Washington does a neat job of shutting down the streets, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
To do that fun stuff,
Right.
Keeps that small community atmosphere.
Right. So hopefully the weather holds up, so we can get some of these classic cars out there for the car cruise, because they don't like to bring them out in the rain. But that's okay. We'll rain or shine event. It's free admission event, which is all of our events are free admission. So come on out and join us. So the Be Local Network, please, if you have a locally owned business in all of these different Fayette County, Washington County, Greene County, and down in the Morgantown area, Marion, Clairton, and Monongahela counties, please call me, 724-225-2073. Also go on to belocal.net. Check it out. Check out the list of all the businesses who are on there, who are offering discounts to our Be Local discount card holders. You need to go on and check out. They have these businesses are unique. They have different products and services that sometimes they tailor to their customers, because they are small businesses. And one of our members, one of our 2-year members sitting beside me here, is Greg from Motto Mortgage Keystone, and we've been talking about some different things that you offer and how rewarding it is to be your own business, having your own business, and doing this for the people who, like you said, your friends, your son's friends now are old enough to be buying houses, and so it's rewarding to do that for them. Do you have any other customer stories or anything that's happened that's...
Probably my most recent customer story, I would think I have a family moving here from Texas.
Okay.
And 58 years old, first-time home buyer.
Okay.
His job has moved him around every 4 or 5 years, and so he's just always rented. And actually a different nationality, so there's a bit of a language situation. And through the process of finding a home, buying a home, he said to me at the end of the process, "Greg, you're my friend. You're going to come for dinner now."
Oh.
So when my wife and kids get here, and so to move somebody from a whole different area,
state, yeah.
And since I've been here my whole life, in Western Pennsylvania my whole life, I think it was helpful to make him comfortable with the idea that he was buying in the right place, in the right area, the right thing for his family. Because, taxes were different, schools were different.
Everything,
and, and so he was nervous about the whole process. So,
right.
again,
Not just the move, but then buying a house in a whole different area.
Yeah, it's a new job, new everything. He was here without his family for a while. And so it was kind of rewarding to get him here and obviously be enjoyable.
Yeah.
Because we hear a lot of the bad stories, right?
Yes.
We don't hear the good ones all the time. So that's what's exciting for me.
Good.
To get somebody into a house with a very happy experience. So.
Good. That's a wonderful story. Okay, so give us your information again. Where are you located, your phone number, and your website?
It's Greg Incardona from Motto Mortgage Keystone. I'm located in downtown Washington. I'm on the campus of Washington Jefferson. It's called Ignite Business Center. And my website is www.mottomortgagekeystone.com.
All right.
You can call me directly at 412-334-4504. I'll be glad to talk to you anytime.
Great. Well, it's been a pleasure to have you on here, and a pleasure to have you as a member of the Be Local Network. And you can come on here anytime. It's not a one-time thing. So you feel the need to come on here again. Something changes. You have more things. You have more stories. Absolutely, get in touch with me. We'll have you on here again.
That's awesome. Thanks for having me.
It's a great feature of being a Be Local Network member is to come on here on Locally Yours on Fridays, WMBS, and tell us about your business, the thing you know best. So contact me if you want to be a member. BeLocal.net. Go on, fill out the contact us form. It comes right to me. I'll get you signed up. I'll answer your questions, and I'll even get you one of these discount cards as a consumer. Free for 2025, and they're good through the end of 2025. We have plenty. We'll give it to you. All we ask is that you use it. So many different businesses, so many different kinds of businesses, so many different kinds of discounts in the Be Local Network that you should be able to find a product or service that you need. And you can use this discount card. And sometimes the businesses change their discount. So you need to frequent the BeLocal.net website to make sure that you're getting all of the knowledge of all of the discounts of all of the businesses on there.
All right, Kendra, thank you, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yes, I will be back in a couple weeks. And thank you, Greg, again. Motto Mortgage Keystone. You're buying a house, you're refinancing, get in touch with them.
You have a great weekend.
And this has been Locally Yours for this Friday on WMBS.
Time to be a Herald Standard subscriber. The Subscriber Rewards program is free and exclusive to all Herald Standard subscribers, providing access to special coupon offers from national and local businesses in Fayette County. Reward yourself. Sign up online at heraldstandard.com/rewards.